Sometimes you just want to draft the fun player, the exciting player, the guy that's going to make highlight plays. And today I'm going to give you guys plenty of those. I'm going to give you guys 5 players that are so exciting to watch on the offensive end. Now, on today's video, I will be focusing on the bigger names. If you want guys that are hidden gems, well, I have some videos on the channel. If not, I'll bring that for you guys if you let me know down in the comments. But Jackson Dart at quarterback, he's like your Baker Mayfield kind of a quarterback where, as a Browns fan, it didn't work out here, but I've always rooted for him because he just has that go-getter mentality. Jackson Dart shares that same quality where he's tough, he's very competitive, he'll put his shoulder down, but when it's time to sling the ball, he can do that, man. I will say he does think that he can make every single throw, which, again, there's pros and cons to that. But hey, he has the arm talent to do so and make every single throw. And hey, he's led the nation in passer rating the last 2 years. Good arm strength, underrated mobility, and he's fun to watch when he has the ball. At running back, the obvious answer is Ashton Jeanty, but Omarion Hampton is flying up draft boards, and I'm going to tell you why. He was first-team All-ACC last season, and if you like the running backs that are going to run through you, you're going to like Omarion Hampton because that's my style of running back where they're built low, but they run lower. And last year, he had the bell cow ability to him with 320 total touches. 320 with over 2,000 yards and 17 touchdowns. It sounds like you created a player in NCAA 25 and dominated your way through the collegiate ranks. But he has a great size to him, great power, and he just has this violent running style like I mentioned before. So if you like a running back that can run through you but also run by you, because Omarion Hampton has deceptive speed, this is going to be your running back, and don't be surprised if he ends up as a first-round pick. Now, I was on this train at the midseason mark last year, and I talked about it over on my podcast, which I'll link down below, closing in on 18,000 subscribers there. But I was on the train of Matthew Golden. He was so fun to watch for that Longhorns offense. And this is a guy that, after research, has a track background. And last year, the production was also there. 83 receptions, just about 1,000 yards, and 10 touchdowns en route to a deep college football playoff run. He was second team All Big Ten 2 years ago, or Big 12 2 years ago, excuse me. But this is a guy that this past year, the second half of it, really took that next step, maybe even 2 steps with his route running ability, with just his yak ability where he got the ball and he was able to make some plays happen. But he's a willing run blocker, and I think that's the reason why he's going to skyrocket up boards, and he might go as early as number 12 to the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm telling you guys, 4.29 40, great size to him, great speed, obviously, and great ball skills. If you haven't seen him already, go check him out. Now, it feels disrespectful to classify this guy at any football position, but Tyler Ward is just a football player, and it's impossible for you not to like him. I'll say that. Last year, he did a little bit of everything as a receiver, as a running back, and even a quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. As a receiver, he had 100-plus receptions, 1,200 yards, and 8 touchdowns. That alone, you're saying he's a bona fide first tight end off the board. But he added 200 yards on the ground with 4 touchdowns. He added a 35-yard passing touchdown. And if that's not enough for you, there was a game where he played center for a snap. He snapped it, ran 50 yards down the field, and caught a contested touchdown. He's a football player, ladies and gentlemen. He was first team All Big Ten last year. And I will sum it up like this. Imagine Taysom Hill, but 5 times better. That's Tyler Ward. Now, offensive line is subjective because do you want the size? Do you want the agility, rather? Or do you want the power? To me, I'm going to give you guys a mixture of both in Donovan Jackson, and I like him more so because of the adversity that he had to deal with this past year for the national champion Ohio State Buckeyes. This past year, he started at guard, and I think he will be playing guard at the next level. But Josh Simmons, star tackle for Ohio State, went down with injury early on in the season. They asked Donovan Jackson, who's never played it before, to slide out to the blind side tackle. He did that, and he only allowed 2 sacks on the entire year, despite playing 2 different offensive line positions. He only allowed 2 pressures in the entire college football playoff run, and to me, I think he's heavily underrated, man. He gives you that great blend of size and strength and agility where he can move, right? Again, playing at guard, you got to be able to move, and he was able to do that. But for the fact that he can play tackle and guard at a high level, I think he should go as high as the mid-teens in the first round, and I'm not going to be shocked if he does just that. But that's it. Those are 5 of the most exciting players to watch on the offensive side of the ball. Now, again, if you want some sleepers, check out the channel. But outside of that, let me know in the comments your most exciting players to watch on offense.